thank you for watching avivTarot, and today we are going to do a pick a card reading, and the theme is what is going to happen in the next 7 days. What is going to happen in the next 7 days? And it will so I will actually draw out from this deck. Okay, it's the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck, and specifically in the areas of love, finance, and work. For work area, if you're still in school, that will, instead of work, that will be more pertaining to like your school activity and that kind of things. Okay, so just I guess the messages, you can just take how that resonate with you in regards to your school if you're asking about that. And it is a general reading, so not everything will apply, and just take what resonates with you. And this is just what's going to happen in the next 7 days. If it's like a message, you can treat it as a warning. If it's a great news, then we have something to look forward to in the next 7 days. All right, so we have 4 different groups or piles, choices, and I will, because I'm actually not at home right now, so I only have a limited amount of decks. So I will be shuffling on screen using this specific deck. All right, so make your choice. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and timestamps are in the description box below, and we will begin with pile number 1. All right. So the theme of your next 7 days for pile number 1, you got the tarot cards, you got the Princess of Arrows, and in this deck is the Princess. So it's in the regular waiter deck, that would be like the Page of Arrows or Page of Swords, which indicates that there's some message coming in the next 7 days. If you're waiting for some kind of an idea, some kind of a message, like a new thought, that kind of thing. So you will have that. Something is coming in, like a message or an idea, in the next 7 days. And look at that. Oh yeah, because this is the Lover's Tarot. As I said, I only have limited amount of decks over here. I only have 1 tarot deck and a Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. So this one is, because it's the Lover's deck, it's like the arrows has a heart, because this is the story of Psyche and Cupid. Okay, and they actually, it's one of the rare ones that have like a happy ending. They actually got to be together. All right, so that's the theme for the next 7 days for pile number 1, which is there's a message of some sort that will be coming in. And so let's take a look at what specifically in each area, how that applies. So first of all, we'll look at your money or finance situations, if there's any messages or any things that you want to look out for. So we got the house and the birds. That's nice. Okay. House in this deck represents the success in all ventures and happy, prosperity. It says marriage, so marriage as in like partnershiping or something like that, since it's applying to the finance situation. And then we got the other card, which is birds. And this one, it signifies dire misfortune and fierce enemies when near a far away. Chance to avert the spell. All right, so doesn't really make sense in that little saying. Okay, in the lenormand deck, the birds also represents like gossip, represents communication. So I think like the birds actually kind of reflects this tarot card message, which is the theme of this week, is the message. So I think in your finance situation this week, in the next 7 days, there is a message about something. So, and I think it's it's a message about if you're investing something, okay, if you are looking for like maybe an advice or some sort of how to organize your financial situation, how to what to do with your money. I think it's a message coming in, and it's going to help you with investing. Okay, and it's a happy news. So it's a happy news in regards to your finance situation or your money. So maybe the things that you're investing, it's growing, okay, and the amount. I think perhaps that finance, and we got the house. So especially if you're investing in real estate or something, I think there is good news coming in regards to your real estate. So maybe if you're trying to sell your house, or if you're trying to buy a house, maybe you'll get a really good deal, okay? If it's not real estate related, then it's just about stability. So I think you're stably increasing your money. You're stably saving up, okay? And if you want to invest, maybe there will be a really good advice or sound message that will help you with your investments, okay? So that will be in regards to your finance situation. Let's take a look at your let's see, work, or if you're school, that will apply to your school situation. So work situation for the next 7 days for pile number 1. Oh, okay. This is the one. All right, so we have the Rider is a sign of good news. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, you got the Princess of Arrows, which is the Page of Arrows, which is about bring news, bring messages, and you got the Gossip or the Birds card, which represents communication, represents news. All right, and I mean, this is more like gossipy type of news, but it doesn't matter, you know, it just represents oh, you know what, maybe for your finance situation, there's going to be advice news coming in, but also you have to discern what is a good news, like what is considered a sound advice, what is considered a false advice, and it's just gossip, pure gossip, nothing fundamentally like sound or, you know, useful, okay? So just you have to discern a little bit whether if it's just pure rumors or it is useful information in regards to investment, okay? Because it is the Birds card, which also does intel like gossip and rumors, that kind of thing, okay? All right, so now we have the Riders in regards to your work or school school situation for the next 7 days. And Riders is one of my favorite cards in the Lenormand deck because it's about good news coming in, okay? It's also, if it's a love reading, it's Prince Charming, right? Because it's a guy on a horse, okay? So in your work situation this week, in the next 7 days, there's some good news coming in. So that could be, you know, if you're looking for like partnering up with somebody, maybe you'll get an answer. If you are looking for investments or something like that, like, you know, work related, you might get an answer as well. If you are looking for a job offer because you're looking for work right now, you might receive good news that maybe you got the job, or you're waiting for an interview. Maybe you'll get it. You'll hear back that you got the interview. So now you can prepare for that. Or if you are at a work right now, maybe you'll receive some other kind of good news, as in promotions, or you are handed with a new project, okay, that you'll maybe be in charge of. Something good, something great, like a news, okay, a message coming in this week in regards to your work, okay? Riders could also mean somebody visiting you as well. So maybe at work you'll have like an unexpected visitor that you haven't seen for a while. That could be it too. So if you're in school, then, you know, somebody that you haven't seen for a while. All right, so let's see in regards to your love life in the next 7 days for pile number 1 in the next 7 days. Oh, okay, we got one. Oh, we got the stork. Nice. There's a change coming. All right, so there is a change coming in the next 7 days in regards to your love life. So maybe you'll receive some kind of a message, and the message will bring about a change, maybe a change in your relationship. The stork actually represents something good. Okay, so it's a good change. It's a good change. So maybe there's a new addition to the family if you are looking to add a new member, okay, as in pregnancy or birth of a child. Message, right? And maybe you will receive an offer from your partner if you're in a relationship that's move in together, or that's proceed our relationship into the next level. So that's a change, because it's also represents change of residency. That's why I said, you know, maybe if you guys are currently not living together, maybe you'll want to start living together. You know, that's a proposal about that. Perhaps if you're single, there's a change in your relationship status, meaning there might be somebody that you finally find attractive or interested in, so you want to pursue it a little bit more. If people who are maybe just crushing on someone, there is a message coming in, right? Remember, that's the theme of this next 7 days. And so maybe there will be a change in your relationship. So maybe if it's mutual, you guys will proceed into, you know, the next level, you know, like, hey, should we start seeing each other more consistently? What's going on? You know, that kind of thing. So there is going to be a change in your relationship status, whether it's a new addition, as in pregnancy and birth, or, you know, moving in together, or moving your relationship into the next level. All right, so that's what I see for pile number 1 in the next 7 days. That's going to happen. Or most likely will happen. Take what resonates, right? And leave in the comment section below how this resonates with you. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and my video. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. All right, so for pile number 2. So for pile number 2, we got the 2 of Staves, which is 2 of Wands. So the theme of the next 7 days for pile number 2 is this 2 of Wands. This means partnership. This means bring in a new idea, starting out a new idea, and then now, like, start to grow it, okay? Start growing that new idea. And you're holding a globe in your hand. So it's like joining forces, joining people of different, maybe ethnicity, of different ideas, of bringing that together, okay? Forming a new partnership, bringing an idea, putting that into action. That's what 2 of Staves means, okay? So now is about just maybe it's about taking action, okay? So for the next 7 days, I guess the simple way of putting it is making an idea and putting it into action, okay? Or bring 2 things together. All right, so let's take a look at your finance situation in the next 7 days. You got order, denotes honor, recognition of labor, okay, business success. All right, so which is kind of like this. So in the next 7 days or so, your finance situation, I think there is going to be success. And I think the finance situation will mostly related to like having maybe you'll get an increase in your salary, okay, or because it is in regards to recognition and business more, right? Because this is it's called the order. This This card is called the Order. So I think your finance situation will be dealing with your business a little bit. So if you have any kind of things you need to spend, okay, in regards to money, that will be spent on your business, okay, growing your business. This is about growing. So growing your business more, okay, that's about the expenditure, okay. If you're going to be spending money, and that the money will be spent on expanding your business most likely. And otherwise, if you're not a business owner or entrepreneur, then you might get maybe an increase in your salary because of, like it says, recognition and honor, right? So you'll be recognized for your hard work that you've been putting into the company, and maybe you'll get a raise, okay, for this week in the next 7 days, okay? So now let's take a look at your work life for the next 7 days for pile number 2. This work situation for pile number 2 in the next 7 days. Well, that's too many. Work situation for pile number 2. Okay. All right. Money safe indicates riches. If shut side is toward the person, it denotes loss. All right. So this is so crazy. All right. Because look, this one, it says, if near number 48, a sure sign of business success. This card is number 48, a business success. And where this is about work, right? And then now combined with this, you're definitely going to get, if you're an entrepreneur or you're starting out, if you want to start out your own business, it's going to be pretty successful. Like your idea is it's going to bring you a lot of money. You probably won't see it now because if you're just starting out, okay? But if you are an owner of the business, and this week you're going to start seeing growth, okay, in your business and in the money. And what is this? 2 of Staves. It's about putting things into action. Now you're going to see things moving forward, and if you're partnering up with people, maybe now people want to start partnering up with you, want to sponsor you, want to work with you. So there's I think it's going to be a very busy week for pile number 2 in your work for sure. If you're still in school, maybe you want to start putting some idea. I think you're very business oriented. Maybe you have a lot of good ideas. Maybe you can start putting that into action and see if you can make a little bit of money out of that. Otherwise, it's just that, if this is about school, then, your school is going to show that you are going to, I think people are because if you watch this video, when I upload this, I think a lot of people are starting to get back into school, and so I think you're gonna have a pretty awesome week at school as well, okay? People are just gonna you're gonna make new friends. People are gonna recognize that you are very smart, and people want to work with you, want to be your friend, that kind of things, okay? But I think people with businesses especially, you're definitely gonna get money from your business. It's gonna be a very successful business. If you're working for someone, then I think the project that you're working on is going to be really successful. You're going to have a pretty nice, smooth week. People want to work with you. Your clients think you're great, and you're going to be rolling in money this week, okay? In the next 7 days, or you're going to, yeah. All right, so let's finally take a look at your love situation for the next 7 days. All right, we got one card. Oh, nice. We got the Joker card. So for pile number 2, in the next 7 days or so, your love message is that it's telling you to take a little bit of a risk. This is kind of like the Fool's card in the tarot, which is about taking risk. It's about new beginning, new adventure. 2 of Staves. Okay, so if you were looking at this in combined, it's about moving forward. It's about taking action. Okay, so if you have somebody that you're eyeing on for a while, then you want to start taking action, okay? You want to take a risk. You want to take a risk. Don't let your fear stop you from jumping in, okay? I think Two of Staves is successful. Bring two people together, bring an idea together. And it's also it's a globe. So especially if you have if you think that there's differences between the two of you, whether it's culture, whether it's age, whether it's whatever it is, distance, take a risk. Okay, you never know what's going to happen until you at least do it, right? Otherwise, you're always going to wonder what if. So take a risk and jump in and see what this adventure is going to take you, okay? And if you are single, then do something that you wouldn't usually not do. Yesterday, because I did the same reading, but obviously I do screen shuffling, so it's different cards, but two of the piles actually got the Joker as well. So I was giving them the same kind of advice, that if you are still single, and if you are the kind that always stay at home, especially like now because of the whole pandemic thing, you can still find ways to meet people, right? Just that, you have to protect yourself a little bit, but there is less meetups and that kind of things going on, but there's always a way. There is always a way, and you should not let your fear prevent you. Whether, personally, I'm not like an online dating person, so that doesn't work for me. But if you are, maybe, try that route, okay? If you're an online techie person, try that. If you're not like me, then you can go with the traditional route, which is like going to like a few different groups. Like if you're into filmmaking, like try to find filmmaking groups. If you're into drawing, then try to find like drawing classes. If you're into like, outdoorsy stuff like hiking or something, maybe there are meetups about people, that love to hike. So then you can meet people who share similar interest with you. And even if the groups don't have people that you like, your type of person, meaning like that would attract you, but you don't know, they have friends, right? They have friends. They can introduce you to their other single friends who might be your type. So my thing is never give up hope, and always, if you want it bad enough, you will make it happen. That's my thing. That's what I believe in, right? So I think that's the message for the Joker in your love message. So that's for, the single people. But if you are, in a stable relationship, maybe things are getting just slightly, too normal, a little boring. Maybe try to find things that, you guys can go on a little adventure, like re-spark that love or that interest again, okay? Do something that you don't normally do. Explore. It's about exploration, I feel like, for the Fool's card, okay? It's about exploration of things. Remain curious, that curiosity. So maybe I feel like you can never really, really know a person. You don't even know yourself completely, right? So there's always something that you can find out about a person. So like if you do something that you usually don't do, maybe there's something that you might find out about this person that will be like, oh my god, I didn't know that about you, right? So try to find something. Maybe it's about an adventure, so maybe take like a short term, like a 2-3 days trip to like just a different city, and enjoy yourself. All right, so that's what I see for pile number 2. And the theme is about putting things into action. So maybe there are things that you guys always wanted to do and never did. Maybe this is the week to do it, right? All right, so that's really what I see for pile number 2, and you can leave it in the comment section below if you have anything that you want to share with me or how this resonates with you. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and my video. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. So for pile number 3, for the theme of this next 7 days, we have the Two of Arrows. All right, so Two of Arrows, this is the story of, I believe, Cupid and Psyche as well. And it's about trust, okay? It's about trusting because, I mean, this story actually ended nicely. But the little twist in the middle, is that Psyche didn't believe, she got tricked, or, she believed other people instead of her own husband, and then kind of like, did stupid things. But so it's about trusting, and then also find out who you should be trusting, right? And so it's Two of Arrows. It's about balancing your emotional side and your logic side, right? And it's about listening to your intuition. It's about decision making. So maybe in the next 7 days for pile number 3, there will be some kind of a decision that you have to make, okay? If not, then it's about balancing. Maybe you are leaning more, you're too logical, okay? So you've kind of like didn't pay attention to your emotional side, or maybe you're such an emotional person and you kind of lose sense of things, and you're not practical and logical at times. So it's about balancing the two sides, okay? All right, so let's see how that applies to your financial situation for the next 7 days. All right, so 2 cards. Wow, okay. Very interesting. We have the Crossroad and we have the Rose. All right, Crossroad is about decision making, which is totally the Two of Arrows energy. So, wow. All right, so there is some kind of a thing for sure in your financial situation in the next 7 days that you have to make a decision on. And this is about so we have the Rose. The Rose represents beauty, but and it's also, to me, the rose is like the thorns, and it's very pretty, but you have to be very careful, okay? So money, it's very pretty. We all love to have it, but also we need to be very careful with it. There's always 2 sides to things. So in your financial situation in the next 7 days, there is going to be some kind of a decision that you have to make, which you have to be very careful. There might be a deal that looks so good to you, and or people will be telling you all kinds of things, okay? But you got to be really careful. Sometimes things are too good to be true, then you want to just, it doesn't mean that it couldn't happen, okay, at all, but you just want to be a little bit more cautious, okay? Maybe do a little bit of work, research on your part, instead of just blindly listening to people and not doing your own research, okay? It's because it could be very prickly. Right? But also you want to do make your decision, nice and swiftly as well, because it is the flower, and flowers what dies really quickly, okay? So I think you want to make your decision pretty swiftly, just because because it's in regards to your financial situation. And sometimes when an opportunity represents itself and you don't make that decision quickly and decisively, you might just miss the opportunity, okay? I do have to say, like, personally, if you are into stocks, there's Apple stocks, right? And some people just keep waiting. For example, I'm one of them, and I thought maybe they'll go down, but nope. After they announced about the split, the price just kept going up, and it never came back down again. And so if I made a decision to just buy it with this disregard, with the hope that it's going to go down, then I would have like made 25% already of what I invested. But I, lost opportunity. Now it's like too high and just missed opportunity. So that's what I meant, like, if there is a decision, if there's an opportunity presenting itself to you, you want to make that decision. But sometimes it may look too good to be true, and you just and you're kind of scared, and you invest in and it turned out it looks pretty on the outside, but not really, so just you have to make that decision. You have to discern and put in a little bit of common sense, and two arrows is all about intuition as well. Okay, so listen to your intuition combined with logic and your research, right? Facts. And I think you'll be able to make a pretty good decision. All right, so that's in regards to your financial situation. That's just a message, just to tell you to be careful. And there is going to be some kind of a decision coming up this next 7 days that you have to make in regards to your financial situation. So now let's take a look at your work situation in the next 7 days. Okay, work situation in the next 7 days. Okay, we have a card. Ooh, message. There is going to be a message. Letter is a sign of good tidings. All right, so there's good fortune. So I think this week work is going to be pretty nice. There is still some kind of a decision that you have to make, or some kind of a balance. Okay, you have to look to balance things, maybe balance work and play, balance your life and work, okay, your home life or your whatever life with work life. Over here it's about letter. It could represent there's a message coming in if you're you have been waiting for a message, but it could also represent contract. Okay, so if you're waiting for some kind of a contract to finish signing, I think there is, you might be getting that, but the only thing is it's combining with the Two of Arrows. So it might take just a little bit longer than expected, just because the person might need a little bit more persuading, okay, because it's about decisions as well, right? Signing a document. If it's you signing the document, then maybe you are the one that's delaying the thing, because you have to decide, you have to see, what do I really want? Do I really want to make this happen or not? So there is some kind of a maybe contract signing or a message, okay, coming in, whether it's on your part or something that you are dealing with, okay, in regards to work that will bring you some kind of a message or some kind of a contract signing. All right, so now let's take a look at your love situation for the next 7 days. Ooh, okay. Love life, we got the Fox. All right, the Fox is about in the Lenormand cards, it's about, okay, in this deck, it says it could represent betrayal, it could represent danger, right? The Lenormand card, the Fox, also represents somebody who is it's like a sweet talker, who is a little bit cunning, very, very calculating, okay? So you want to be careful, okay, in the next 7 days or so, that your person, okay, if you're in a relationship, maybe they are trying to be a little bit calculative about things. So maybe they're trying to hide something from you, okay? So you want to discern, remember, Two of Arrows, decision. Even the slightest things that you don't normally think it's a decision, it is a decision. For example, you have to decide that whatever your person's telling you, is it a truth or is it a lie? That's a decision, right? That's just a very tiny decision that we are making every day too. Do we trust this person or do we not? So you want to discern whether whatever they're telling you is true or not. Like the fox kind of gave me a little bit of that Seven of Swords energy, which is trying to get away with things, because the fox sometimes will tell you really nice things. Like they're very diplomatic. They know how to use words to get away with things, or to embellish things that they want to do. Okay, so they, whatever this dark thing that they want to do, but then they'll package it with very beautiful words and things so that you trust them and believe in them. So just be careful of, maybe they're trying to get away with things by telling you things that you want to hear. All right, so if that's before people that you are in a relationship, or, and that also includes people you're crushing on. If you're single, then just watch out that the people that you're meeting this next 7 days, they might be really like handsome and pretty, beautiful, but so don't get too carried away by just their outer appearance, and because they might be a really good, they really know how to talk. They're smooth talker. Okay, very, very charming too, I think, because the fox, like I believe they're charming as well. So just if you are trying to make some kind of a decision, maybe this week is not the week to make a final decision yet. Okay, especially in your love life, because you got the fox. So maybe give it a little bit of time. Don't be too impetuously falling head over heels for this new person, because you want to observe them just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit, because let them prove themselves to you. That's what I think. Let them prove themselves to you. If they say all these sweet words, all right, see if their action matches. Okay, so then that means, like, don't make a decision too quickly. All right, for pile number 3, especially in your love life for the next 7 days. It's just 7 days, right? So, you know, it's not like a huge, long thing that you need to wait out for. All right, so that's what I see for pile number 3. Let me know how this resonates with you. You can leave in the comment section below, or, you know, just your story, whatever you want to share. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel and my video, and I will see you in the next time. Bye-bye. All right, so for pile number 4, we got, let's see what the theme is for you in the next 7 days. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay. 7 of Cups in reverse. 7 of Cups talks about daydreaming. In reverse, maybe you're going to, in this week, you might be seeing things for what it really is now. It could also mean the opposite as well, like you're not seeing things for what it is. So it could be one or the other. Okay, but I think what I feel is that you're going to see things for what it is. Okay, you're going to see things for what it is this week, and you might be finally know what you want. Okay, you decided what is the most important thing is for you. Before, you know, you're still like thinking about, like, what do I want? Is this what I want? You have all these different choices. It's about choices as well, right? And maybe this week you finally decided that the most important thing is this, and you are going to well, we'll see what you're gonna do, right? Because this is just the 7 of Cups energy, so it's just an emotional thing. So, like, you decided what you wanted finally. Okay, so that's the energy or the theme for this this next 7 days. Like, you'll figure out what you want in this next 7 days. All right, so let's take a look at your finance situation for the next 7 days. Oh, wow, okay. Finance situation next 7 days, we got the Save card. That this is about money, okay? The Save. All right, so for pile number 4, I think in the next 7 days, you are going to be saving up a ton of money, okay? This is about save. This is a save, okay? It's about riches. It's about you're gonna be saving up, stacking up money, okay? And I don't think you'll be spending much, okay? There's not gonna be a lot of things that you need to spend on in the next 7 days or so. And maybe because it's also the 7 of Cups reverse energy, if you're talking about like the theme of it too, is that you finally decided that what is the most important thing to you. So maybe you figure, okay, now I want to there's a goal, okay, a specific goal that you're looking at. Now you're like, okay, this is what I want, so now this is the steps to get what I want, okay? And if saving up is one of them, then that's the most important thing right now, right? So now you're saving up to reach your goal, okay? So if we're linking the theme with this, if not, then this is just about saving. I think you're gonna be able to save up money this week. You won't be spending much, so you don't have to worry too much. I don't think you'll be spending a lot of money on investment either, because I think this week you want to, the energy is that you want to save it up, okay? You're saving up your money for a goal or a future something that you want, okay, that you wish to get. All right, so now let's take a look at your work situation in the next 7 days. Okay, we got, oh nice, we have the Fish. The Fish is about riches as well, and through stocks. Nice. All right, so but this is the work situation for the next 7 days, right? This is so interesting. You got this, you got the Safe, and you got the Fish, and together it's about money, okay? It's about money. So definitely I think for pile number 4, it's the most important thing to you. I think you've decided that money is probably the most important thing. Right? I mean, how is it not the most? I think it's most people's most important thing, right? To have money, or at least stable amount of money. All right, so I think because the Fish happened in your work situation, okay, message in the next 7 days. So I think you will be able to gain quite a lot. You're gonna have abundance, because Fish is about abundance, okay? So I think you will be able to have a lot of things happening for you at work, okay? And mostly it's probably related to money. So maybe you'll be getting a raise as well, okay? And maybe that's why we're getting the Save. So you're gonna get a raise and you're gonna be saving that up, okay? It's about stacking up money, saving up money. You're gonna get a raise. There's gonna be abundance of things, and I think you're gonna feel pretty emotionally satisfied. 7 of Cups, right? You're gonna be feeling emotionally satisfied at work this week. I think work is going to treat you really well. I think this week is probably like smooth sailing, okay? You're just gonna feel pretty good about work. And also maybe you've decided what kind of things that you want finally, right? The goal. So if staying at this job is what your ulterior goal, like your final goal, then I think you're gonna put all your effort into that now. If not, then if you want to seek out like a new adventure, a different job or a different path, I think you'll be able to make that decision as well by the end of this next 7 days, and then I think you'll try to move towards that as well. But I think money is definitely the most important thing that you consider when you change your job. So I think that's your like maybe primary thing, okay? Of course you want to be emotionally satisfied, but I think getting a raise or getting more than a better paid job is probably the most important thing if you are considering about switching jobs. Okay, that's your message for the next 7 days in regards to your work. But I think work is pretty good. I think you're going to have an abundance of money, abundance of maybe like happiness and interpersonal relationship with like colleagues and everything. I think it's going to be pretty good as well. Okay, so there's nothing too much to worry about at work. So now let's take a look at your love situation in the next 7 days. All right, for pile number 4, love situation for the next 7 days for pile number 4. All right, so we have, oh nice, we have the Lily. All right, Lily, it says forecast a happy life. All right. Nice. All right, so it's happy life. It's about immortality. All right, so Lily also represents maturity and also represents purity. Okay, so as we were talking about the 7 of Cups reversed energy, okay, you've decided what is the most important thing to you. So family, or a happy life. Happiness is what you're looking for. Okay, happiness. So if the relationship does not bring you happiness, okay, does not make you feel, if the relationship makes you feel trapped, that would be something now you're like, okay, I don't want that anymore. I want to have abundance of everything. I want to feel happy. You're also gaining more maturity as well, because 7 of Lily is about maturity. So maybe through the 7 of Cups now reversed, you've decided, you've learned something from, maybe your experience thus far, and you understand like what is it that you really want, and that's something that you're going to be seeking for or now working towards. Okay, and happiness is definitely one of the important things, and you want the relationship to be very pure, to be as basic as possible. So like nothing too embellished. You want it to be a very mature, stable, wise relationship. Okay, so if it's not that, then you rather maybe be alone. Okay, if you are experiencing trouble with your relationship, okay, in the next 7 days, you might be, the suggestion with the Lily card is that maybe you want to seek, because the lilies in the Lenormand deck represents a mature male figure. Okay, so maybe you want to be seeking some kind of advice from a mature male person in your life, if you have such a person, of course, that you can seek advice about. Okay, so if you're having like relationship problems, maybe that's a person, there's a go-to person who's a mature male figure, okay, that you can ask questions about and seek advice about. Okay, what about the lilies? All right, so but yeah, I think you'll this week, okay, in the next 7 days, you'll be handling your relationship in a very mature way. So because of the 7 of Cups, if you're thinking about breaking up, then you'll handle it very well, very mature. If you're in a stable relationship, you're gonna maintain that stability as well. Okay, you're gonna maintain that stability as well. But again, this is about happy life, happiness is the most important thing. 7 of Cups, you figured out what you want the most. Okay, so I think you'll be maybe talking to your partner about it in a mature, wise way. How do we want to proceed with our relationship to the next level? I think you might do some kind of an action about that. Okay, if you're single, I think you're going to have a very mature view of your love life. So whether it's to continue to be single, or if you are looking to build a family. Okay, the Lily card doesn't really denote a family, like having a family. Actually, to me, it feels more like I'd rather be alone type of energy. Okay, if I can't be happy, I'd rather be alone. So if for the singles that you don't have anyone that you're looking that you like or or crushing on right now, I think for the next 7 days you're probably gonna keep it that way. Okay, you're just gonna be very mature. You're gonna do whatever you're doing. You're gonna be focusing your energy on your money and your work. Okay, so I think it's a very, relationship wise, it's going to be a very mature week. You're going to handle it with lots of knowledge and wisdom. Okay, all right, so that's what I see for pile number 4. Let me know how this resonates with you by leaving in the comment section below. You can also share with me whatever that you want to share with me, and don't forget to like, share, or subscribe to my channel and my video. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.